I did the aviation, and I was told to come do recruiting. It wasn't my line because I already told myself I talk funny. So doing this job is more of saying, oh man, I'm comfortable doing what I've been doing for 13 years, so why are you going to take me out of this place? But I said, well, maybe God has a reason for that. I don't want to be too comfortable doing what I already used to doing. So doing this now, I'm a lot more comfortable doing it than I used to be when I just started. You know. So how does that affect you? Everyone's sitting down right here. Just like he said, you know, I thank God for this ministry. It's pretty awesome. You discovering yourself is going to determine your future. This is my story I have to tell. Later on, you're going to have your own story. All right? So I'll return back to the reason why I'm here. The criteria for joining the United States Marines. All branches of service have a lot in common. We're all Department of Defense, meaning we're funded by Department of Defense. Schools I went to, Pensacola and North Carolina, I still interacted with same class with the Navy, Army, Air Force. So don't get swayed, either way. See which one fits your lifestyle. That's what's more important. Our basic training is 13 weeks. That's a long time. And from my understanding of why it's 13 weeks, if you're grounded with the basics, the rest is just add-ons.
Right, that's foundation. Yeah.
If you're grounded with the basics, just imagine math, English, regardless of what subject it is. If you're not grounded in that subject, how do you expect to move on in life?
Yeah.
That's right.
You're going to meet obstacles. Anyway. So that's one thing you guys need to consider. The basics, making sure you have the basics going. With the Marines, 13 weeks of training, you go through a screening process, meaning they'll look at you all over, making sure you can face the rigors of recruit training, the hardship of recruit training. Tattoos are not allowed at this point, from your neck and all the way down to your head. They're not allowed. It's just one of the criteria. Another thing again, tattoos from your wrist, 2 inches from the crack of your wrist all the way up to your arm, are not allowed. You can have tattoos, but it's got to be smaller than your palm. Your palm's got to be able to cover the tattoo that you have. So just have that in mind, because we have wonderful people that wants to enlist, but we'll ask them, how long ago did you have this tattoo? A month ago. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, I can't help you. But these are just the rules right here. Also, if you're under medication, if you're constantly on medication, like ADHD medication, if you can't do without it, if you have asthma, to which you have inhaler, that's the only means by which you can go on in life. Those are criteria by which you can join. I wish I can stop that, but I really can't, because we've had awesome people that stop by saying we want to do this. The passion, it really shows when they say I want to do this, and they're really out there like physically working out with us, because we do have workout programs every day, from Monday through Friday, from 9 in the morning all the way down to 7 p.m. You don't have to be enlisted to actually work out with us. We have people just come work out with us. All we have you do, if you're a minor or less than 17 years of age, is have your parents sign a consent form so that we can easily work out with us. Everyone has different ability groups. That's the good thing about this program. When I joined, this program didn't exist. It probably existed, but I didn't go through it. Because March 14th, I went to find out about my recruiter. April 9th, I was already in boot camp. So that was a very short time, 3 weeks, I was already in boot camp. So I didn't know knowledge, I didn't know a lot of things a lot of people get pulled up in now. So that's pretty awesome. Having them go through 30 days to 1 year of my supervisor actually making sure they can withstand the hardship of recruit training before they can actually go down there. That's part of the screening process. Also, you're required to take what's called the ASVED, which was the test I took over in New York. The test is pretty much, it involves math, English, and that's why you have to be grounded with all the subjects. People think, okay, the military is the last resort. It's never the last resort. I've had people take the test, they talk a lot. I said, okay, take this test. When they take it, the outcome I see, It's mind-boggling. It's just because you can't use a calculator. Back in Africa, I wasn't using calculators. So when I took a test, I was a little happy saying, oh, there's no calculator? That's normal. Let me just go ahead and take this test. And I did pretty good. So with that, the test, you have to take the ASVAB test. When you do well in the ASVAB test, it's when we proceed to the next step, which is the physical, which involves you going down to Chicago. From here, you go to Chicago. It involves you, total evaluation by medical specialists from head to toe, making sure you're okay to go through recruit training without any broken bones or stuff like that. If you had broken bones or things in the past, all we have to do is document saying you already have those. And when you get to MEPS, they'll look through. MEPS is a military entrance processing station. That's for all branches of the military. So just because I'm Marines doesn't mean you have to. That's where you have to go. There's the Navy, there's the Air Force, there's the Army. So please, please, please do your research. There's websites online. You guys know you are very fine, very good with the websites. So do your homework before you actually make your move, because it's about your fit, what fits your lifestyle. So going on to MEPS. When you finish with MEPS, when you do the physical evaluation, it's what's going to determine your job. When it comes to the Marines, that's how we do it. The reason for that, if at MEPS they find that you're colorblind, or you have something that you don't know about that we can't figure out, that's when we go about and say, we let you know, okay, that limits you from this job, but you still qualify for these other jobs. So understand that part, because you have some medical issue doesn't mean you're disqualified. We're not medical experts, we cannot disqualify you. That's why we send you to MEPS to have them determine what's the next step is. So after that, before you can say, okay, I want to enlist. So you can imagine how much paperwork is involved, and that's not paperwork on your end, it's paperwork on our end. So during this process, it's a good journey, because at the end, when you get back from recruit training, we're always excited to say, okay, wow, what a transformation. And the previous story I was saying, my dad now, the way he looks at me, I'm a fifth child of 18 kids. Yeah, exactly. So the way it looks at me now is a lot different. I went back to Africa before I came to do this job, and going back there, I saw my brothers and sisters' picture all laid around my dad's living room, but mine was hanging. That spoke volume to me. It spoke volume. All right, and with that though, I would like you guys to leave your own mark, regardless of what it is. Just like it said, destiny. Discover yourself, see what it is, develop your skill, then you can move on in your life path. And don't look at someone else. You can look at someone else as a reference, but everyone has their own goal. You can tell your own story later in life. I hope one day, when I'm done doing what I'm doing right now, I'll sit on my rocking chair, be drinking my martini, and just talk to my grandkids. That's what I hope I do someday. All right. Hopefully, you guys get to do the same thing. So with hard work, learning, going to school, making sure you know what you have your pathways in life, I believe you're to achieve that goal. So I'd like to thank you guys for having me up here. At this point, I'll entertain any questions. I know there's a lot I need covered, age, all the stuff, but you guys can ask me questions. That's why I'm here.
That was my question. What's the age?
Okay, the age. As from we start talking to high school kids as from their senior year.